Hi everyone, welcome on my presentation. I'm here to discuss about desktop virtualization and installation. Here are my topics that I'm going to discuss. First, desktop virtualization, installation of Ubuntu Linux in VMware Workstation, advantages and disadvantages of desktop virtualization, and lastly, the summary. Desktop virtualization. What is that for? Why are the growing companies who wants to have a desktop virtualization infrastructure? Well, here it is for you guys. Desktop virtualization, it is also called as client virtualization, is an application technology used to install an operating system in another operating system using virtual machine application from the physical computer. It is like a client-server computer infrastructure because the virtualized desktop is located on a remote server and not the physical machine virtualized. Here, I'm going to discuss the step-by-step on how are you going to set up a desktop virtualization using an installation of Ubuntu Linux in a VMware workstation player. The software prerequisites. Ubuntu 6.0 LTS ISO file that can be downloaded in www.ubuntu.com under Downloads section. Next is the VMware Workstation Player 12. You can download it in www.vmware.com. And let's start. Once you install the VMware Workstation, open it and hit on Create New Virtual Machine. Select Installer Disk Image ISO. Click Browse to select the Ubuntu ISO file. Click Open the Next. Enter your full name and username and password. After that, click Next. Please take note. A username must only consist of lowercase characters, numbers 0 to 9 or dashes. Enter your name for your virtual machine you desire, or leave it as is and select the drive where you will store the virtual machine. After you selected the location, click OK then Next. The disk capacity per Ubuntu recommendation should allocate at least 5 GB. You can specify a bigger capacity to avoid running out of space. Then click Next. To allocate more RAM, click Customize. 1 GB is recommended by Ubuntu, but you can install more RAM if you want to. Then go to Processors and select the number of processors. That for a normal computer is 1, and number of cores per processor. That is 1 for single core, 2 for dual core, 4 for quad core, and so on. This is to ensure optimum performance of the virtual machine. Click Close then Finish to start the Ubuntu installation process. After installation, you will be represented with the Ubuntu login. Enter your password. You can now experience a fully working Ubuntu inside the VMware Workstation. Okay, next is the advantages and disadvantages of desktop virtualization. Advantage. First, the flexibility. Virtual desktops allow employees to access applications and documents from multiple servers anywhere and anytime, using their own desktop computer, laptops, and tablets and smartphones. As a result, it will increase the productivity of the employees since they can easily access applications anywhere. Second, the maintenance. Applications, updates, and maintenance can be done regularly by one technician at the data center collectively for a group of virtual desktops. Third, desktop security. Since Linux VMware needs to be installed in a machine server, antivirus firewall policies can be applied and monitored from the data center. The application that can be accessed and run by the users can be restricted and even tracked. This will maintain the operating systems to be virus-free. Lastly, reduce cost. From an IT perspective, virtual desktop installation will help to reduce the time on buying a new desktops or laptops. It will also cut the labor costs. We will be maintaining and managing PC hardware and software applications. Now, the disadvantages. First, disadvantage is the storage. In a VMware, it allows you to install multiple operating systems in one application. With that, you need a bigger and faster storage that can carry all the loads centrally in one server. Storage area network is recommended to solve this problem. Network. Desktop virtualization always depends on internet connections, since every employees are trying to connect to a centralized server to access the desktop VMware. With a bad network infrastructure, it will either slow down the connection from the client to the server or disconnect other people from accessing the server. Software license. The software application license should still need to be bought for every user. Operating system support. Well, actually, there's a limit in installing operating systems that can be supported by a desktop virtualization applications. And now, lastly, the summary or my own opinion. Well, actually, for me, desktop virtualization is an important technology nowadays for many growing organizations. As some small and medium companies restricted their budget, desktop virtualization allows companies to provide a simpler, cost-effective, and secure way. Moreover, their employees can access the application they want, and it will help the resources to perform their job function effectively from any device and any location. That's all, folks. I hope you learned something from my report. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye!